Hello and welcome. This is Donna. I wanted to share with you today a new altered book journal, and it is a farm themed journal. It has a Parisian flair, and I'm just loving the greens right now. Okay, so this is someone else just used this book recently, and it has 4 signatures. I did use the open spine that Ruby and Pearl inspired me with. And there's some beautiful vintage French laces all through this. And I just did a simple tie with some seam binding on this. There's some stunning laces through here. I really didn't want to do much else to this cover because I really love this book. And on the back of it, I did use some vintage wallpaper that was gifted to me from Alex from Crafty Goose. I'm pushing this book all around. I want to make sure you can see it. Okay, let's jump right in. There are 3 kits here that I used, and it's the kits were from Compass and Ink, and they were the spring journals, and then Legend of the fall, which I did print on vellum. So let's take a look. You'll see right here, this kit is stunning. Okay, I can see that I'm going to have to take this lovely beauty and put it under here so we can see. From the front, I made a pocket. This is from my own collection of vintage book papers. I'm starting to copy some of my antique papers. I hope to reproduce them at some point. Lots and lots of lace snippets pocket. A slide that I made, grunged up very nicely. And let's see. The contents of the 1952 Almanac, Farmer's Almanac information. It was ripped, so I bandaged it. Oh, excuse me. I fixed it with some lace pieces. This is from 1952, yes. Waite's fishing calendars. Tuck that back in there. I adore this kit. I'm really happy with it. All 3 of them that I used through here. This is some velvet ribbon that I have. Lots of sewing around pages, some of my vintage wallpaper, just a little collection here on this little scrap of ledger from 1946. And this is a seed envelope that I put some tickets and some just little fun things in there. Tickets. There we go. Piece of wallpaper with a Tim Holtz paper clip. Lots of pages from botanical books and seed catalogs, farmers' almanacs, vintage ephemera seed envelopes. And I just left this little girl with her duck. Lots of places to write in this one. Belly band. This is a lovely piece that was gifted to me also. I think it's great. You could make so many things with these. Really beautiful sheet music, the front of it, and the back. A little piece about frogs, and these are prints from a sketchbook that was gifted to me. The copies were gifted to me from my friend Pam Musselman, and they are stunning. The drawings of the farms and things like that. I did a farm journal about, I'm gonna say 6 months ago, and these images from that book are also were in that one too. And this was a little, how did I put that on there? Oh, it also is a Tim Holtz paper clip. And I've just made a little collage with a ball pen and decorated up some things. thinking this was from the mushroom market. I love how she took beautiful antique wallpaper and made these little bags. Oh, and I did put something in the little bag. Let's see what it is. Oh, these fabulous cards with a sheep. How sweet. You'll see there's vintage laces and sewing all through this spring-inspired farm journal. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous cat with lots of little extra farm-related ephemera. Yeah. Did I drop something? Oh, yes, I did. On the other side was a piece of ledger from 1898. I'm trying to figure out if this was the, I have a farm ledger, and then I have a haberdashery ledger where people came in and bought goods from the haberdashery, and you would see, you know, baking goods and things like that, and eggs and things like that for the farm too, and feed. This is the back. Can you I am so impressed with this kit from Compass and Ink, and it really did print beautifully on the vellum. So I wanted those to be the centers. So this over here is one of the kits, and I sewed around and did a lot of farm pictures, and these farms are photos from upstate New York, Pennsylvania, probably Vermont, Connecticut. This is all about many members of one giant family kind of dog. There's some velvet, green velvet down here. Oh, by the way, this green velvet will also be made into a bag that will hold this journal. I just loved this. And here we have our women showing their dogs. Great old book. Another one of those beautiful images. I did a pressed flower here with some lace in a glassine bag. Decorated it, and it holds a French farm image. Look at that old car. That looks like the 1950s, I would say. Yep. So I'll put that back on there. We're just going to put stuff to the side right now. Other part of that music. Beautiful. I loved the greens and the browns connect, you know, together. This is one of my ferns, more of that velvet. Nice image, farm animals. And of course, one of these wonderful caps. This was from Lemonade, from a dairy in Wisconsin. And I did a bow on here. Just a little extra piece of that ledger. And here we have a card with a beautiful dog on it. Some more dog ephemera. A to from label. And here's a little piece about the calf mama. Piece of farm equipment. Okay, and we flip over and we have tickets, and we have some more pages from the Farber's Almanac. It has a horoscope on here too. Wow. Beautiful image of the barn printed over ledger. And here I just made a little tuck with the, I think we can probably lower this now. The gorgeous chickens on there. A little doily, and another farm with some illustration information from an old book. And here is a receipt. Was also, you know, had a little stamp there. Love that. Birdhouses. Gorgeous image. Now my husband would know exactly what make and model this was. So there we go. The farmer with his very rugged, vehicle. Another one of those advertisements. Milk of Magnesia. Wow. And I think that's from that same 1950s. This is a beautiful image of the flower petals and parts. Over here, there's more information. Piece from a botanical. There is, oh, that flipped right up there. This one's the top to whipping cream. Old Homestead. I love this round paper clip. I need to find more of those. I actually don't even know where I found that. It's super cool. Beautiful image again. Oh, this is from a book I have. It's all about how to build a cabin or outbuildings, and it's very detailed about tools and things like that. But the sketches are just beautiful. So here we have another tuck. This is from a French book on birds. I did millinery flower there with lace and flowers. I have a ton of these, so I just wanted to include those. There's some really nice horses, a farm. And this was, oh, this is some piece from the, I think, oh, it's a Sears and Roebuck, yep. Windmills, and then these are hatcheries for chickens. You can order and hatch your own chickens. I have a friend who hatches her own chickens. Another one of those beautiful French, those birds from the French bird book. Love this. And I just made a like a little collage with different laces. Gorgeous French laces, that one is. And this really pretty embossed doily. We have the center of that signature. And this is such a beautiful fall image. I'm very impressed with the kits from Compass and Ink. The way she positions the ledgers, or even a page from a book, into the other images. I did a little collage here with this fox, and this pulls out, and it's a booklet. Just little pages. It's a little extra booklet to write with. More very detailed laces on the bottom here. Lots of sewing around. I loved this horse. So I sewed around it, used a piece of page that I copied a ledger from. Here we have this with the eggs. And because I chose the open spine method, I saved the spine from the book and used handmade papers and created a bookmark. And on it is this old bird charm I had with some pearls, and just knotted it up with some really beautiful lace. And there you go. I think I will always put some sort of a bookmark in all of the books that I create. Little piece on porcupines, squirrels. Had to put the squirrel there. Beautiful outbuilding, 1765. So we're talking about how they hone the wood and the axe and the other tools they would use. I turned it into a pocket and put a sheep right there. Used some ticking. And here I did a collage with the cats, which I just loved it. And on the back, we have people apple picking in their orchard. Another wonderful advertisement for windmills from the Sears and Roebuck catalog. Just loved that. Tuck that right back in there. And I tried to use greens and browns. And it's kind of an unusual color combination for me, but I was really feeling it with the greens. So love these images from these botanical books. Here we have a postcard from the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown, not far from me. There's another farm image and a beautiful, beautiful fall image of a large farm with a pond. I did some fussy cutting and collaged this page with our cows so happily in the pasture. This is a page from the inside cover from a book, botanical book. Another piece on the birds, birdhouses. Here I made a tuck by taking all these laces and putting them together here on this page. This is some information about sheep. Yep, it's about sheep. Raising better sheep. Beautiful thing, advertisement for farm harnesses. So I'd like to imagine that the farm family here, you know, are growing flowers, and they obviously keep livestock. Beautiful images, like I said, from that kit. They have this lovely little farmhouse, and here is, look at these dresses on these women. That is just stunning. This is a French postcard. And I put this flower on there. I fussy cut this pond with this frog and water lilies. Thought it made a fun pocket. Rabbit on the ledger. A little chick cat hatching from the egg. This is a gorgeous piece too. Another farm, one outbuilding on the farm. This would have bull. That really pretty paper. And this is the Carnation Company. And this is about feeding your cows, raising better dairy calves. It's filled with lots of fun ephemera. If you're questioning about keeping cows, you probably need to read this article. And the orange drink lid. And this is another collage I did with piano roll paper and the fussy cut image of this rabbit. I really love this. I have the original. It's from a child's book, and it's worked great in not only the children's altered art books that I've done, but it works great in farm journals as well. And this is on handmade paper, and it's friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joy and dividing our grief. And I just think that's just so beautiful. I have saved this for a very long time, and I felt it fit in this journal. And a botanical print. Here I added some more laces. I would like to think that maybe the farmer's wife is collecting laces for a dress or making something. Not sure, but laces and things like that I think always go with that. This is a beautiful old card about birds. The whole deck. Not every card in the deck that I have has the actual image, but they all have information about the birds. Oh, and I did this nice dark velvet here for the tuck. Once again, from that book about outbuildings and farms. This was just fun. This is a flashlight advertisement, but how appropriate. Kittens out in the barn. Put that there. And as we come back over, we have a tuck that up at the top. And I think this is a score sheet. Yes. The players, and so that's a score sheet. And this is another page from the Farmer's Almanac. That's March 20th. And your first aid kit handy. information. Another image. Those are so cute. That's a great image. And goes so beautifully with the vellum of the farm. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. Love this. You just want to go right into that garden. Oh, and look. Little baby lambs are being born. Isn't this great? That's a great picture. Oh, I don't know. I don't know too many of us who own a muck separating or a manual knife for separating muck. Nope, nope. But necessary on a farm. Love the images of the different shovels. Great piece. Here is the other part to the, let me think of what it is. Is it chicory? On the side of the road. It's great stuff. Yeah, it is chicory. Just embellish that right there so you can flip that over. And here he is, the farmer. Isn't this great? Well, she's also the farmer too, so, you know. But what I loved about this is that Lord of all he surveys. This is, I'm pretty sure this is French. I think this came from Catherine from French Biaudou. Love this. And it needed some really fancy lace to hold that. So, what to do? It's more information about the farming. Beautiful iris, stunning iris. And just little collages here and there. There's the other part of that pond with the frog. I just thought that all turned out so nicely with this green here. And I'm pretty sure that's a Tim Holtz piece about butterflies. You want to know your butterflies. And I just wanted to put this horse there. Some brown ribbon. The beautiful old music sheet. And in here is the evaporated milk label from Clover Farms. And then a sweet cider label. Pristine. I think that was gifted to me from Pam. Yeah, look at this French lace. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. I just had to make sure you were in view there. Yeah, somewhat fragile. Oh, yes. So I still have to fill this side too. So it will be filled. And now we are to, here, let's put this right there. Okay, now we're to the last signature. And the colors in this, the greens are just spectacular. I'm so happy with this. And I had some lovely cotton, the vintage cottons with the florals. They were flour sacks. And I have a bunch of them that I have torn up into little pieces. Here I added some up here along with that velvet green and gold ribbon that I have, and some beautiful lace. And here, this is mushrooms. I'm not sure if you can see it. Isn't it cool? I did both sides with distressing. And here she is. She also farms too and takes care of the animals. The beautiful little baby. I can just imagine how gorgeous these flowers are in the spring right there behind her. Pretty sure that's also French. And here's another piece of that leisure. Cash on wood cutting. Somebody got $20 for cutting wood. Huh. And here we have, what did I do here? Oh, that has to come over there. music sheet. Oh, it's a piece of homemade paper with some beautiful leaves still in it. Just a little extra thing in here. And here I've decorated that. I've used a polka dot to not only secure these papers, but to reinforce them. Gorgeous image of the mushrooms from a book. And once again, now we have shuttered barn doors and descriptions about making them. Oh, and the cut. Shaker checks. That's very interesting. And of course, we're back to the cat with the kittens, and this came from a children's book. Spring Farm. We have our pig there, and we have tickets, and another one of those cards, and another game piece. And this is our last center. The colors, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the lamb. And over here we have another slide. This one has, it's a farm, and you'll have to take my word for it if you can't see it. It's buildings, but there is a rainbow in this photo. And, oh, Tracy Fox are the little tiny labels that I've used here. They're botanical labels. They're also different numbers and things like that. She has a wonderful digital kit of labels. Yeah, you can see the rainbow. This is a gorgeous piece that I purchased, and I can't remember where from, but I was so inspired by the fact that she printed on, oh, it's like a canvas, really, and then all the layering, Take Flight. I just thought that was lovely and fit with this journal. Sometimes I buy things or find them, or they're in my collection, and I think, well, that would be perfect for the altered book that I'm doing, journal. More of those. A little advertisement about eggs, and then moths and things. This is, these are really cool. It looks Spanish to me. Yeah, yep, they are from Mexico. They are embossed. I have, these are I chose to use these, the pairs, but, but I have a stack of them that are many things, birds, flowers, plants, and fruits and things like that. Even dinosaurs. There's another one of those beautiful cards, vintage cards, lovely image. And this is our circular barn. Lovely, lovely wagon right in there. Made a pocket right there out of lace. That really lovely music, sheet music. Another piece of ledger. And there we are with our cool farm apron. I don't know if I would wear the hat, but I definitely would wear that apron. I actually need an apron. Farmer's Encyclopedia. Oh, Farm and Stock Encyclopedia. Beautiful. And then because we were planning our gardens in the farm, I chose to put this blueprint in here. I'm gonna go like this and hope that if I pull it up, you'll see it. There's future garden, and oh, they're gonna plant an avocado tree. I just thought that was really fun. Flips out. And on the back, tuck spot for all kinds of stuff, and this lovely image. This man just resting in the hayloft with the handmade papers. This French lace, oh, that's for another day. This French lace is, it's gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. I wish I had more. That is all I have of this particular piece and this type, and this also. Little pieces on here were really, really beautiful. And so, that, you know, it gave it more structure, I went with 3 across and ran my seam binding through the front and pulled it through and tied it here. These actually can be untied. These signatures can come out. They can be expanded or reduced. Yeah, I love this binding method. I've done it several times now, and I'm really thrilled with it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and you have a fantastic day. Thank you. Bye.